Good afternoon, people. It has been brought to my attention that the spiritual community is up in arms after what they saw on Von Two Cut's channel. Now, before I say anything about the Von situation, I just want people to know that a lot of people you see in that so-called spiritual community, they're nothing but Luciferians, man. Nothing but Luciferians and Freemasons. And I can prove it right here, right now. It's gonna be easy to prove it. They follow a lot of the tenets of the Luciferians, the Freemasons, particularly in Aleister Crowley. Delima, do as thou wilt. And you always hear them talk about their third eye, opening the third eye, and how we were created as melanated beings to be our own gods, to see the answers within ourselves. That's the Delima they're worshiping. It's the Luciferian ideology right there. And especially when you're talking about the pineal gland. Speaking of the pineal gland, I have to read to you what Von Two Cut said on his Instagram page. Give me one moment. As you all know, people were speculating that, hey, he's been going crazy. Well, he hasn't been going crazy. This was just him from the start. Now I'll read it to you. Everybody need to access their pineal gland to realize that we made this whole reality up, LMAO. We all need to wake up and stop with the fantasy we in. You could see the Luciferian dialectic in that speech right there. I could break that down easily. Pineal gland, or is it known as the all-seeing eye, makes you open up to a new dimension. You are a celestial being, in a sense. That's what it means to open up the pineal gland, the all-seeing eye. The Baphomet had the all-seeing eye. Horus had the all-seeing eye. All these Luciferian deities, Isis, Aset, had the all-seeing eye. And it's nothing new with the spiritual community promoting Luciferianism under the guise of being spiritually awakened, quote unquote. Another part of his speech that caught me is that part where he said we made this whole reality up. Isn't that part of Thelima? Do as thou wilt? I mean, we have the power. How can we make this reality up? How? Without there being a higher power? Are we just gods now? That's the part of the Thelima doctrine. You see yourself as a god, you're a creator. You can do whatever you want. You are God itself. That's the part of embracing the Aleister Crowley doctrine. Now, we're going to do two things in this video. We're going to watch this video called Illuminati and Vatican Secrets, Third Eye and Pineal Gland, Esoteric Occult Symbolism. And we're going to go through a little PDF that discusses more on the pineal gland and other Luciferian doctrines, to open you guys up as to see that these spiritual symbols on YouTube, they're Luciferians, Freemasons, Crowleyites, anything under the Luciferian tree, you can name it, there are all of it. All they do is talk out of their ass. They don't know what they're talking about. They have little to no knowledge when it comes to certain spiritual aspects of the world. Nothing, little to none. The majority of them talk on a base level. Base 2D level. They can never edify you. Ever. So, I'm here to highlight, illustrate, demonstrate, and to show everybody you cannot, repeat, cannot trust these spirituality YouTubers. Majority of them are phonies. Phonies. So anyway, let's get to this video. I'm not going to waste your time.
Open your mind. Open your mind.
I'm sorry for the lag issues, guys. Bear with me on this one, please. You see that? The Knights Templar. They were usually known to push certain Luciferian ideologies, particularly during the medieval times. And this depiction of them is incorrect. Majority of them were black, so-called black. Excuse me. Make sure. Alright, good to go. Sorry guys if I keep pausing, but I want to make sure you guys hear me, because sometimes my mic be muted. So I don't want you guys to not hear me when I speak. Alright, let's get on to the video. It says, officially endorsed by the Roman Catholic Church around 1129, the order became favored charity through Christendom and grew rapidly in membership and power. These people, they could be known as also Jesuits. They are the ones who are in this control of this world right now as we speak. Let's continue. Let's go back. You see the double-headed eagle, the triangle, 33. That's their favorite number. And their motto, Deus memke jus. Very important. Look at that right there in the middle. Skull and bones. A lot of the politicians, celebrities we know today were part of that fraternity group, Skull and Bones. Look them up. They house a lot of today's politicians, celebrities, news anchors, you name it. Oh yeah, IHS, I forgot to show you that too. That's Inum something Salvatore. I can't remember the name, but a certain YouTuber that I follow, Zachary Hubbard, he has knowledge on this group right here. That's the group that the current Pope is a part of. They follow that group very religiously. Says in that tiny writing, the Phoenix of Bunu is believed to be a divine bird going back to Egypt. The phoenix destroys itself in flames, then rises from the ashes. Most occultists believe that the phoenix is a symbol of Lucifer, who was cast down in flames and who will one day triumphant. This belief also relates to the raising of Hiram Abiff, the Masonic Christ. Very interesting. There we go. The all-seeing eye, your quote-unquote third eye that these spiritual YouTubers want you to open. Do you guys not see what problems they're creating by spewing this Luciferian doctrine? This is dangerous. And for these spiritual YouTubers in particular, Spiritual Soul, Von Two Cut, and all the others, what are they doing? Luciferians, man, in disguise. A lot of these countries have this all-seeing eye, i.e. the third eye, i.e. the pineal gland. Wow. I don't know how people didn't see it, but yet they're supposedly spiritual. Sure. The symbol is literally everywhere you go. They are letting you know we're Luciferians. If you can't see it, then you just can't see it. It's that simple. Oh, I'll make sure I'm recording this one right here, brother. Yes, sir, we recording. Let's get it. Look at this, man. Hold on, I muted the video. Look at this. It's literally everywhere. Look at the top of this right here. It's everywhere. These spiritual YouTubers want you to open that shit up. And they say that you are your own God. You find the answers within yourself. And you guys do not see a problem with that. That's literally Aleister Crowley Thelema. Do as thou wilt. I'll be going over that in this video after we finish watching this video. Well, I think IHS stands for Imus or Inus Hominum Salvator. There you go, it just came to me. The steps of Freemasonry. Vaughn actually showed us in one of his videos, but yet to realize he was following Luciferian doctrine himself. Do as thou wilt. He even addressed it in his own Instagram story. What more proof can I give you guys? It's literally right there in your face. But you do what you want to do with the information. I'm just here to present the facts.
They are externalizing the hierarchy, the mysteries, inducting you into the New Age, just as Theosophy wants, just as was planned.
Liberal organizations, including the United Nations, are pursuing the development of a one-world religious organization. Today, on the United Nations 50...
Yeah, that's Luciferians. You don't need to go in depth with this video, as really my focus is on the pineal gland and the third eye, and them promoting Thelema, do as thou wilt, being Crowleyites, Luciferians, you name it. So now, let's go over to this PDF. Satan should get an advantage of us, but we are not ignorant of his devices. And by the way, you notice how a lot of these spiritual YouTubers barely reference anything from the scriptures. They reject the Most High, but yet they are these celestial, godlike figures by telling their fan bases, their cult-like fan bases, you are God within yourself. You can find the answers within yourself. You don't need nobody, because the answer is within you. Bullshit. That one world religion that's highlighted, Satan will make one world religion. That religion is you being your own God. That's it. You having the answers within you. Talking about sun gazing. What sun gazing is just a cover-up term for worshiping the sun god. Now let's search up who is that sun god. Helios, and the personification of the sun. Apollo. They worship these guys, these fake deities, fake. In whom the God of this world hath blinded the minds of them which believe not. That's talking about no belief in the Most High. I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High. No flesh will ever be like the Most High. Never in life. Never. So them saying you can be your own God, we are our own gods, that's a myth. Who opposeth and exalteth himself above all that is called God, or that is worshipped, so that he as God sitteth in the temple of God, sheweth himself that he is God. These are Luciferians in the flesh. There is no doubt in my mind that the spiritual community is supporting Luciferianism, and they don't even know that. The all-seeing eye. See how these celebrities cover their right eye, or their left eye. Look at that. The symbol of the eye. Divinity, the eye of providence. Spiritual illumination. They always say you gotta be illuminated. The third eye. You have to open up your third eye so you can see what's going on around. So you could be your own God. Magic. The light of the body is the eye. If therefore thine eye be single, thy whole body shall be full of light. But if thine eye be evil, thy whole body will be full of darkness. If therefore the light that is in thee be darkness, how great is that darkness? It's talking about the all-seeing eye in Matthew chapter 6, verse 22 and 23. The eye of Horus, also known as the all-seeing eye, the eye of Ra, the all-seeing eye. They do that in movies, TV shows. I don't even like to use the term Illuminati, but they're Freemasons at its finest. And this group I have to do more research on. The Luciferians. There we go, the all-seeing eye. I shall read it. The ultimate goal of occultism, to attain divinity through one's own means, through the activation of the pineal gland, the third eye. Here's a diagram of the pineal gland. It's right here. Once it's activated, you are now illuminated, according to the Luciferians. The Eye of Horus is a secret map of our brain. These guys worship Horus, a Set, the Baphomet, the goat god, Baal. Do not let these guys fool you into thinking you can be clairvoyant when your third eye opens. I don't need to go through this PDF any more longer, but you get the gist that these people are Luciferians in disguise. I shall go over Aleister Crowley. He found the religion of Thelema, identifying himself as the prophet entrusted with guiding humanity into the eon of Horus. What we saw from Horus? The all-seeing eye. And here's Thelema highlighted. Thelema is an esoteric and occultic social or spiritual philosophy and new religious movement developed in the early 1900s by Aleister Crowley, an English writer, mystic, and ceremonial magician. And here are the rules of the Thelema. The Thelemic Pantheon, a collection of gods and goddesses who either literally exist or serve as symbolic archetypes or metaphors. Includes a number of deities, primarily a trio adapted from ancient Egyptian religion, who are the three speakers of the Book of the Law: Nut, Hadith, and Rahor Kut. And here are the three tenets of Thelema. Do what thou wilt, as I just stated before, shall be the whole of the law, meaning the adherents of Thelema should seek out and follow their true path, i.e., find or determine their true will. Love is the law, love under will, i.e., the nature of the law Thelema is love, but love itself is subsidiary to finding and manifesting one's authentic purpose or mission. Every man and every woman is a star, which is saying that every man and woman are all constellations. We are above. We are celestial. We are our own gods and goddesses. Nothing can stop us. That's what these guys in the spiritual community promote. And it has to come to an end. It has to. I'm telling you, man, cannot fall for the Luciferian doctrine that the spiritual community is pushing. That shit has to die. We have to dead it. End it. Now that it's being said, it's the conclusion of the video. Hopefully I get to reach a lot of people. If not, then I don't. If I do, I do. Simple. It is what it is. But either way, I am out of here. I gotta take care of this heater because it's making too much noise. And I am out. Peace out, fellas.